from the Ecamm Live Academy that I just want to talk to you a little bit about. I was just conscious I haven't actually said anything to those of you that are joining me from YouTube about this. We've been live a few times into the... so I'm restreaming at the minute to my Facebook page, Adrian Salisbury, over to the Ecamm Live community group, and out to YouTube all at the same time. It's very clever. And so just wanted to pull all this together really and have a chance to talk to you about this. Finally, some of you know that I've been putting this together and I've just been building out the course slightly ahead of you. I want to let you have a look inside it today. So those that have joined, it's all been hidden off, and the idea is it's going to get dripped out over next week. But you're going to get a sneak peek tonight, and just wanted to unpack it a little bit more. I'm getting questions, other people are getting questions. I know Katie over at Ecamm is. And yeah, so let me tell you a little bit more. So really, how to get the best out of Ecamm Live. That is what this is all about. And if you don't know what Ecamm Live is, forgive me, you guys that are in the group, but let me just tell the others. If you don't know what Ecamm Live is, this is the best way to go live streaming. You need to be on a Mac. But if you have a Mac, this is just an incredible bit of software. And as I've been putting this training together, just every day I'm finding something new and going, whoa, I didn't know it did that. But comparing it to BeLive or StreamYard or these other programs that allow you to go out and live stream from, they're all a way to step up really from just going live onto Facebook. I can't do branding and things like this when I go live into Facebook. Natively into Facebook. Yes, I can use a camera and feed in like that, but there's so much more, and I'm going to run through you some of those features now. So BeLive, StreamYard are a next step, but very basic compared to what I can do with this. And actually the skills, the abilities even go, if you're not even looking at live streaming, there is so much here to help you. And I'm going to show you very quickly, I'm going to demo the green screen because I met someone who was wanting to do green screening and was fully expecting to take it into editing software and sort it out that way. And I'm saying, you can do it live. It all happens in here. So there's all of this stuff that you can do with it. And yeah, so Ecamm Live, incredible bit of software. If you want a live stream plus more, or if you're even considering it, this is the bit of software. But I've personally been having people coming to me, reaching out to me and just messaging me saying, you're in Ecamm, aren't you? I'm struggling with this, or I'm really finding it hard to get my head around just the basic layout and things. So I've thought I need to do some training on this. So I reached out to Katie and Glenn, Ken over at Ecamm. So I've already created a playlist of videos that are over on YouTube that will help you out if you've got a specific question. You know, how to use Restream on Ecamm, for instance, is what I'm doing now. And there's a video to help you do that. But that's fine if you've got the question and you know what you're asking for. But I thought there's another stage to this, and it really is. I wanted to create more of a classroom where I can come alongside you and help you and encourage you and support you. And so we've created this Ecamm Live Academy, which is very much in partnership with Ecamm. I've been working very closely with Katie and the team, and just feel this is a great next step for you. So if you've got Ecamm as a product and you just don't feel like you're getting the best out of it, or maybe there's features that you see other people doing and you don't really know how to do that, I want to help you with that. So do come and join us in here. Oh, hang on. Right, I need to turn this on because I'm seeing Eileen. Hi there. I can see a comment pop up. I've literally got my phone going over here, and I'm going to show you how to share that in just a second. So I can't pull your chat in, unfortunately, Eileen, because Restream isn't seeing it from the group, as we found out the other week. Next best thing really would be I can share my phone with you. So there you go. In just a second. Oh, there you go, Eileen. You did make it on. So I can't pull your Kelly's on as well. Fantastic. Because good to have you on. Isn't seeing it from the group. So ironically, I'm sharing this out to YouTube, to my Facebook page, and to the group. And the one place Evo's on from the Facebook page. So that one has just popped up in here. And there you go. I was going to say the one comment that is coming up. Kelly's on as well. Fantastic. Oh, good to have you on. The one comment coming up. So ironically, I'm sharing this out coming out of the group, and that's the only one that I can't get the feed from. The group. And the one place Evo's on from the Facebook. Are you liking the branding, by the way? This is Katie's branding that I had a go at. This is a chapter inside the Academy showing you how to do this. Stuart, yes, it does work for you this time. Wonderful. Don't worry about the fact that it's got a big F on there. It's because I'm doing this through Restream, and so it's going to tell me if someone's on YouTube or Facebook or from the group. We have audio from both sources. Not quite sure what you're saying, what you mean there, Eileen. But yeah, so let me unpack a few things for you here. I've just been having some real... So the way this academy is going to work, and some of you are already in. Thank you, Eileen. I couldn't resist having a go at it. The way the academy is going to work is... we're doing it as a live across next week, and I think some people have been saying, how does this work? Do I need to actually be on the daily lives? So let me just unpack it a little bit again. The way this is working is I'm going to show you in just a minute for the first time the course behind the scenes. Also on the phone. Oh no, really? Oh well, I can turn that off when I go back to it. Thanks for explaining what was going on. Am I live on the page too? I'm on my page, Eileen. Adrian Salisbury HQ. If you head over there, then I can see your comments come through. But don't worry, I'm working this out. We've got this feed going. Actually, let me just pull that screen back up a second, if you don't mind. I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but I'm on my page. I kind of test while we're doing this. So, HQ. If you head over there, then I can see your comments come through. But don't worry, I'm working this out. We've got this feed going. Actually, let me just pull that screen back up. There we go. Right. Okay, so I've muted my phone. So hopefully by the time this is caught up, you'll see what's going on. Mona's watching as well. Brilliant. So yeah, I'll leave that up for a minute. I'll be interested to know, Stuart, if you can hear any feedback coming through from that. I've just muted that now, so that shouldn't be anything coming through from my phone now. I think that's what you were meaning, Eileen. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to be doing, you've already got a course, and I'm going to share that to you. You can have a look through the Academy. And I've done this across the day. So you're going to start on day one as level 1. So it really is getting you started with the basics. And then we're going to work you up through it. I'll show you what the chapters are. And the lives. So every day I'm going to drip out to you a set of videos that you can have a look at and work through. And then the lives that we're going to do every day are very much there for me to coach you and support you. And to explain what's happening that day. And on the different days, we're going to be different levels. So day one, I'm going to be encouraging you to do a live just to yourself. There's a way to do a Facebook live so nobody else can see it, but it gives you a chance to have a look and a play and be able to use comments and things like this and just see how it works. You can change the fonts and stuff like that, and just an initial way to get you started and using this. Then on day 2, I'm going to get you to do a proper live and schedule a live either into the group or ideally out to your page, but then share a link to it back into our group. Then on day 3, you're going to do an interview. Well, I'm saying you're going to. I'm encouraging you to. I'm going to make my diary available so that you can pick me up if you want, and we can schedule that, and you can do like a 5-minute interview with me over on your page or back into the group just to get a feel for how it works. And I'm going to encourage you to interview each other so you can see what it's like being on the other end of it. And then really at the end of day 3, Erica's on, brilliant. At the end of day 3, you're going to have really covered all the bases with your live streaming, and every day just getting more confident with it. And then Thursday and Friday is about, this is where the toys come in, and we start having a play with this. So for instance, did you know you're going to have that you can use Snapchat and add filters like this. Now, this is a nice subtle one with some blue eyes on here. Every day, just getting more confident with it. And then Thursday and Friday is about, this is where the toys come in. Smiley mouth one. I don't know how professional that is, but it might be fun. And what about the pickle? Who wouldn't want to be a pickle on their live stream? Like this. This is a nice subtle one with some blue eyes on here. So I'm going to show you how all of these features work. I'm going to show you how to do, I don't know how professional that is, but it might be fun. And what about, interesting. Thank you. Don't know why you're picking that up. That is interesting. Well, I'm glad we're getting to run it through and find out. Green screen, thank you. So every time I change screen, by default, my phone kicks back in. That's interesting. Right, green screen, which isn't turned on. Oh, I've messed this up. I've got it all lined up. This is a big part of it as well in the training is using scenes and getting used to using scenes and realizing how powerful they are to have this ready in advance and be able to work through. So my green screen, as easy as that, you can have a scene behind you. I'm going to show you, explain how to do all of this, how to change all these scenes around. Actually, I'm going to show you how to do a video clip and have that playing behind you. That was a question that I'd seen posted elsewhere. How to share your screen behind you. I'm going to show you, explain how to do this so you become a picture in picture over the front of it. So this is what I mean about taking things on to the next level. So while we're on this scene, let me just give you a look inside. So this is, that is muted this time. So this is now inside and it's there for a few minutes. So we've got your welcome. Your level 1 is your introduction, your unboxing. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can read that. Finding your way around, telling you about Wi-Fi, going live for the first time, helping you with upgrading the camera kit, microphones. Branding your live is where I was talking about bringing in that branding that I just showed you at the bottom. Using scenes, major, and I want to throw it in on day 1 because I want to explain to you all about scenes and why you should be using it. And then the beauty with this being a week-long training like this is you're going to see me constantly keep developing this and coming back. And honestly, by day 5, you're going to be predicting what I'm doing. Right, I know what he's doing on this bit. This is where he does that, and this is where that gets used. And fantastic. Day 2, preparing for a live scene. A live screen, the differences between Facebook pages and groups, going live into Facebook, going live into YouTube, streaming to Periscope and Twitch, the record only feature, and getting you thinking about scenarios where you could use that, sharing your screen, doing what I'm doing here. Then level 3 is about interviewing, how to interview somebody, how to set all this up and prepare it. In terms of the connecting with Skype and how you talk to somebody, preparing for that interview then. So I'm pulling in a training on this, which is from another course that I've done, but it really fits and it's totally relevant. Sorry, this one isn't. This is the new one, preparing your interview. This is actually, talking to somebody, getting them ready for it, explaining to them what it's going to be like. And this is why I want you to share and do some interviews to each other, because I think it will be really powerful for you to have a look at what it's like to be on the other side of it. Using a green screen, as you've seen, I'm going to show you how to do that. Really, really easy. And some tips and tricks around how to do that, some things you might come across as issues and how to deal with that. Then level 4. So I've put these in levels. This is day 4. This is Thursday. How to share your iPhone or your iPad screen like I'm doing here. And again, scenarios where that could be really useful for you. I give you an example in there of me sharing an app. and really good to be able to have that up on screen sitting next to me. And then using your phone as a camera source. Did you know you could do that wirelessly with a third-party app? I'm going to show you all of this stuff, and I'm going to again give you scenarios where I would use that. Some of my customers in my Pro Video Academy have been saying, I could really do with being able to have a second camera looking down as I write this work and demonstrate. Well, you can do it with your phone actually, and let that be the second camera by doing this. So you're going to see things like that, changing the stream size and shape, the different formats and that, and why you might want to do that. And then snap camera that I've just been showing you there, playing around with the Snapchat bits. Level 5 then, using the virtual webcam, which is a pro level feature. And it give you a chance to look at it and really make you think, do I need this? Would I use this? These scenarios that I'm going through might make you go, do you know what? That's worth the extra $10 a month, or maybe not. Now, sorry, there's a lot of chat. Sorry, I will come back to you in a minute and just get on this chat. Let me just quickly run through this. So the virtual cam streaming simultaneously, which is what I'm doing now, out to 3 different places. Using the Elgato Stream Deck, there's a way to use this. I'm going to show you it on an app or a physical product where you can click on buttons and you can have all your scenes and that there. So it's like you see the TV producers with all their buttons, go to camera 1, go to camera 2. Instead of it being on shortcut keys or on your keyboard, you can actually program it into this. And I'm going to show you the app, which is very affordable, and just let you have a look at this. And then, so that's what we're doing in the Academy. So each day I'm going to unpack some of those videos and say to you, right, go off, they're your videos for the day. And then what will happen, I know from experience, you're going to be coming back in with questions, and you're going to be doing your homework and bringing those videos in, or you're going to be live streaming into the group. And so we're going to get on every day, and it will give me a chance to pick out the main questions, and we'll go deeper into those. We'll pull some people in, we'll see how people have been doing, and it just gives us a chance to really get in there with you, and maybe something that I haven't thought of in the training here, or I've covered it, but you say, that didn't make sense, or can you explain a little bit more? Well, that's what we'll unpack, and that's what we'll do on these live calls. So very cool, really looking forward to it. Pop him away. Let me have a look at, there's so many questions on here. It's a shame I can't bring it. I tell you, I'm saying I can't bring them in. I can, because I'm going to live call, share my phone again. Right, we're muted, aren't we? Yes. So let me go back up through these. Yeah, Erica, hopefully we sorted that, Nat. Sorry about that with the audio. Eric, hi. Chrissa, Wes. It does look great. Love Ecam, game changer. Yep. I need to learn how to deal with that. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I just think it's... we've got this product. It's so powerful. It's incredible. I genuinely, this is... this and Kajabi are the 2 bits of software that I just couldn't do without. I absolutely love them. And more, even when I'm doing these, I'm recording stuff for the videos, for the courses, I'm doing them into Ecamm. And actually, I took some photos earlier and I thought, I could take them in Ecamm. And I'm literally doing, I'm getting in position and I'm just holding a pose and taking the photo and just doing a record only within Ecamm. And then I just pull that in and I'm just taking that scene rather than me. Maybe I'm being a bit lazy, I don't know. But there's just so many things that I keep going, I could do that in Ecamm. It's amazing. Brandy, brilliant. Glad you're liking that. You need day 2. Wonder what that is. Excellent. Glad to know about that, Erica. Cool. Glad you're on board. Now, if you haven't seen, I think we've bombarded everybody with it. Really. Hi, Holly. I think we've bombarded everybody with this and told you all about it. Certainly in the group, it's been going on well. And If not, I'll drop the link in to this. I can't jump onto the chat from inside here because we've got too many. No. If I'm on a page, it lets me add to the chat from inside Ecamm and the comments, but I can't from here. But yeah, you can jump over to, so it's $99. So you're going to get a course that is a lifetime access to all of that training there. And then you're getting me showing up and we get to work through this as a live all week next week. You're going to get the opportunity to pull me in and do an interview over on your page or back into the group just to get a feel for that with somebody friendly on the other end. But there's a page over here. It's adriansalisbury.com with Ecamm Live Academy is the link there. Don't need the bit on the end of it. I will put it in at the end. It's going to be great, and it's literally going to be a one-off because this is going to then create an online course that will be available later, but you can get to do the live training with us. Katie's in the group already. Glenn and Ken will be in there and on support. It's fully backed by these guys. They've been helping me put this together and put all the questions and things together. But it's going to be a unique opportunity for us to do training together like this and really get our hands dirty, get in the trenches. So just spotted a comment down here from Jasper. I could really use instruction on how to put my screen up, picture in picture. Yeah. You've paid for the class already. Is there a video already that you can... interesting what it's saying. You're wanting to do that tonight. Jasper, tag me in a comment over in the group. Let's see if I can't help you out with that. It seems a shame for you to be needing it now. Now that's a bit of a shame because I can't tag that because that's... Yeah, don't worry. Layers getting a little bit on top of each other there. But this is the thing, you see, we're pushing this, we're trying new things, seeing how it all works, and it's really exciting. And this is the stuff we can do together in the trenches when someone says, can we do this? And we go, don't know, never thought about that, let's have a go. Just seeing who else is. Mike's asking, what camera am I using? Mike, this is a Panasonic G80 or 85 depending on where you are in the world. Panasonic G7 is what I recommend, and actually I'm going to do a bonus, a live into the training. My main course is my Pro Video Academy. This, like the YouTube Academy that I did a couple of months ago, very much came out of my own students who are now creating videos like this, and I'm saying you really need to get out there on live streams and you need to get out there on YouTube. And so that's been my inspiration for making these courses. And they just seem a really good add-on to that. And if you want to know how to do the video side of things and get the camera and the mic and all that set up, I am going to be doing a bonus training within this. And I will also give you an opportunity if you wanted to come over and work with me one-to-one inside the Pro Video Academy. I was literally on a call, actually, slight tangent. I was literally on a call yesterday with a new member, and she's now got all her camera kit and everything, and we got on a support call together, and I'm literally the other side of the camera going, right, it's that button on the top, if you turn it around, if you do this, and she said, I couldn't do this if it hadn't been for a live call like this. So great value in that. I will introduce all that to you and give you an option if that's of interest. But this is very much about absolutely squeezing all the juice out of Ecamm Live and really getting the best value out of this. We love it. It's an amazing product. And next week is your unique opportunity to come and work live with us and be going through this. So anything I've missed, anything else you're interested in or want to hear from, any questions about this training? Will you cover how to do lower thirds, logos, etc.? What, like the one at the bottom of here? Yes, that comes up in day. Branding your live is in day 1. And I'm going to show you how to do this and basically the outline of it, the thinking behind it. And again, this is the beauty of working in a live community, is I'm going to be saying to you, right, now go off and do that branding and then post your branding back into the group. Let's see, how you're getting on, who's coming up with the best stuff here. And I just think it's just going to make us all want to have a go at this and get involved. So yes, you can do all that. Good, Clarence. Glad you're liking the look of that. And even just down to more simple thing, you can just bring in text and write your own on the fly if you want to. The same with the logo and things, Clarence. This is all completely movable. Change it around, decide whether I want it on one scene or another. I think one of the big groundbreaking things, really, and one of the big light bulb moments that I'm deliberately putting it in on day one, and you're going to hear me constantly talking about it all the way through this, is using scenes. And I was guilty of not really using them, but it makes such a difference to be able to set a scene up, with branding and things, and then I want to do a screen share. Well, I'll do that in another one. I want to share an image. I want to do a presentation and actually show a slideshow like the presentation. It's just so powerful, and it makes you prepare yourself in advance as well. So, for instance, I've got one down here, which is this is a webinar presentation that I actually show a just done and recorded. Like this is very similar to what you're going to get. It's just talking about how to powerful, and it makes you prepare yourself in advance. This is as I would go through a webinar. I've got one but actually, I'm doing it here inside this. I can change all this stuff around as well. Just done and recorded. This is so very similar to what you're going to get. I'm really believing that you are going, that's my Snapchat one, you are going to get a whole load all through this week of just light bulb moments, ideas where you're going, this would be great for doing that, or, and it's just really feeding you, and it's very much like any of these things up to you to what you're going to put into it. But you're going to do so well out of this. Great information. Do you have to be live, or will there be replay options available? Mona, what I was saying earlier, you probably missed it, is this in here is the online course that you're going to do so well going to get. Let me just great information. Do you have to? This is an online course. There are videos all in here. Available. And just to prove what I was saying earlier, videos in there. Let's pick one of the ones from the last day. Using your virtual cam is the online course that you're. The videos are in here. Let me just great information. Do you have to? This is an online course. Familiar face in there taking you through this. A lot of screen sharing. Letting you see exactly how I'm doing everything in here. So those videos are there, and the lives are very much for me to turn up and start the day off and say, right, today this lot of videos have just been released to you for you to go off and have a look at and work through. And each day there will be a challenge and a theme. It might be interviewing, it might be doing a green screen, it might be branding and coming up with something like this. And I'm just going to be pushing you and encouraging you to do that and get involved. So if you miss the lives, it's not a big deal. Obviously, I want you on, and the more people we have on, the more fun it will be, and the more, if you throw a question in, I've got to answer it on the spot, and we're just throwing ideas around. I know it's going to be a fantastic time on the lives, but you won't have missed the training. And yes, because we're just simply doing a live into the group, as soon as we've finished, it will be available for replay anyway. So if you know you're going to miss it, post your questions in advance, and then we'll catch those. But the group is where it's all going to be happening, the Facebook group. So if you're coming and joining us, I encourage you to sign up, get straight into the group. Then I can accept it and let you in. Paul's on. Hi, Paul. Good to have you on here. So yeah, really cool. Very, very much looking forward to this, and excited to be helping you all. Any other questions, guys? This is your opportunity. I would love to answer anything you've got. Did you all see the green screen at the start? Do you want me to show you the green screen again? I just like playing with it, to be honest. It's cool, isn't it? We're going to have a good, fun session. I'm going to show you where to get a whole load of photos to go onto your green screen and the type of thing you should be looking for. Oh, that's slightly, there it is. Yes, please. Is this the green screen? All kinds of backgrounds. I just randomly found a few the other day. Interesting just seeing what ones work better than others. I've not liked green screen. I think it can look very obvious. What was interesting is the difference in camera actually. So if I change my camera over to this one, look at the difference in them. So that's my webcam coming through. Because the quality is not as good, it does a much poorer job of the green screen, you know, in terms of that edge, than it does on a higher quality camera or webcam. Yeah. And you can actually mix this up and, you know, you could be using this. You could really have some fun with some backgrounds and, you know, be doing these little effects on here. And I don't think the pickle would work. No, I'll leave it as that. You're just going to get very familiar with this. You're going to be, you'll be going into your lives after this week thinking, oh, I feel so much more confident. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to be able to really ramp up what I'm doing. And any questions that are coming in through this week, you're going to be able to get answers from me live. I've got some great ideas for videos. And again, I want to challenge you guys to see who can come up with the best solution. I don't want to give it all away. And I have actually got 2 Ecam mugs to give away. And I haven't quite decided what the categories are going to be for. Maybe you can think of some ideas. What are we going to do with giving the mug away? I know Paul's desperate for one. Yeah, the green screen's cool. Paul, sorry, I'm just reading Paul's comment on here. Let me just, this is the only way I can share your comment, I'm afraid. And actually, I can't get this. Oh, that is frustrating. It's stuck behind whenever I go to grab it. Oh, I am making a mess of this. Glenn, I need to have a word with you about this because I've got myself in a pickle here and I can't get rid of it. Whenever I go over to, let's take that off a minute. Right. And bring that back in and we're still muted. Right. Okay. Paul's just asking on here, yes, the green screen's cool, but isn't a bokeh background, that nice blurry background, isn't that better? Absolutely, Paul. You know me, you know that's exactly where I come from. But I have had people that have been saying, I just don't have a space and I can't get in. I'm doing a support call with someone in the morning, actually, who's in this scenario. That's my pop-up, my alarm just going on, telling me to go to bed, else it's going to suffer tomorrow. As an absolute, give me a mug. As an absolute last resort, this green screen will cover. But Paul, I'm using this for some fun. You saw me in the YouTube summer camp the other day. You know, we were using this green screen. And it just made for some fun to, I had like a little campfire thing going off behind me in that one. Yeah, I don't find it particularly, I don't think people would go, are you really there? But I do think you can have some fun and I'm going to explain all that to you. And especially on the videos, wow, did I have a laugh putting that one together. So I think it's extremely useful to have some fun with. And what I do like it with, Paul, is being able to do the screen share like this. So if I were doing a walkthrough and a tutorial and I'm able to sit at the bottom, I look like one of those deaf and dumb. Yeah, signers, don't I, down there in the bottom corner, like you get on the TV late at night. I think that is really good. and I'm going to be doing a little presentation into you on Wednesday night. And I will do it this way because I want to be able to do a slideshow, a presentation, and I want to be able to appear. So when I can do this, I can actually change this around, and I can do green screen, change this back, transparent picture in picture, except it's on the wrong camera. Green screen, transparent. Sorry, my phone just kicked in again, forgive me. So this is really useful to be able to do a walkthrough like this and stay at the bottom. So I can't do that with my brick wall. You know, I'm there, it's taking up space. So yeah, does that make sense, Paul? You still love Ecam, so you should. Well, even if you don't get the mug. Cool, yeah. So anything else, guys? I don't want to drag this out or keep you on any longer if we're covering things, but love the look for presentation, Lloyd. Yeah, you're right. Really cool, isn't it? That's what's exciting me, really. Oops. Help if I could read what these said. You wait. I've got so many cool things lined up. Using your camera as a phone, as a second camera. You know, if you wanted to demo something and see what you're writing or be able to work on down here, or if you were doing crafts and things, or just to have another camera angle. I've done it on support calls where I can pick this up then and kind of go, right, well, this is the camera and let's have a look around it. Really useful for that. This Elgato Stream Deck that I mentioned earlier on, if those of you that weren't on at the start, I've got a tutorial showing you that, how you can set that up. So all of these scenes I can program under a button, and then I can literally have this in front of me, or like I've got my phone sort of stood up on a little stand here, and I could just touch on these and jump between the scenes or make a video appear and disappear. And so cool. Paul says no mug. No mug? Yeah. Mona's fighting for the mug as well. What should we do? Come on, genuinely, I'm struggling to think of ideas for what I can do. Brigetti from Cape Town, let's bring you on. Now, I've messed this up, look, because I played around with this earlier. Forgive me, look, your comment is coming in. Did you know you can totally customize all of these little icons, change the color around, the font around, all of this stuff I'm going to get you doing. And again, I'm going to get you. So we're going to do, notice my eyes have gone blue. I'm going to get you having a play with this, using all these features without even going out. You're just going to do it alive to yourself. And I'm going to get you to take a screenshot or share that back in. Let's see who has got the slickest little version of this with the names and bits on. Because it's totally customizable. Greetings from Greece, says Spyros. Got a Stream Deck. Oh, Paul, of course you've got a Stream Deck. And you're not allowed to buy anything else while you're doing the training. That's going to be the deal, I think. So I'm going to have your missus come round and sort me out. But yeah, so it's all happening next week, guys. If you're not registered already, then I'm going to drop the link straight into this when I come off. Really recommend that you jump on that. In fact, I can do it because I can jump in from... who's in already anyway? Who's already signed up to the Ecamm Live Academy? Let me know if you're already in and if you're excited about it. I'm just talking, and you know, I'm a proper bloke who can't multitask, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys, but it's true. Right, so I've just dropped that into the comment on there, over on the page. So there it is. It's, however, did I get a emoji in the middle of it? adriansalisbury.com. Ecam Live Academy is what you need to know. It's $99 and that gets you your online course, which is 33 videos long. You've got that for life. And then it also gives you this 1 week access to live training where I'm going to be showing up every day live, encouraging you, challenging you, getting on an interview with you if you want, and really just getting you to the end of the week, absolutely loving Ecamm, being a massive fan of it, using all the amazing features that nobody else is doing, having people going, how on earth do you do all that on your lives? Using it for record only stuff. That green screen is amazing if you want to, you know, I was talking with someone, again, I mentioned at the start, but I'm conscious people are coming on and disappearing at different times. I mentioned at the start that somebody a couple of weeks ago I was setting their studio up. They wanted a green screen specifically, and they were expecting to do all this editing. And I said, you don't need to. Have you not heard of Ecamm? And they hadn't. And I said, look, you can actually record without going live, record only, and you can do all your green screen and that, and then you just still bring it into your editing software at the end, but you haven't had to then mess around with all the chroma keying and things like that. Contest idea, whoever makes the most unique and appealing 30-second Ecamm promo video. Yes, I was going to say it could be about a testimonial. I'm going to be wanting some testimonials from the Ecamm Live Academy at the end, but that feels a bit... No, I don't want you to be giving me a testimonial based on that. I think there's going to be a lot happening in the week. I'm going to be asking you about branding. I think actually, for me, it's not going to be necessarily about who does the best live or who does, you know, the highest quality graphics. It's going to be about the people that get involved. And so I think what we're going to do is we'll have one award for the most, the highest contributor. That's a word. And I know that Facebook groups will give you those kind of stats as well. So the person who's in there the most and getting the most involved. And also, I think just an encourager. I love to see people who encourage and support. And yeah, talking of which, I mean, Paul is one of those in my group. So is Evo. He's just posted on here. He's in and can't wait. Evo's another one of those who would... I know that if somebody posts a video in, some of these guys are always in there straight away going, oh, it's really good, well done. You know, and it's that kind of stuff that I want to see. So we'll find out all that. We're going to do, you know, we'll have a talk before the weekend. I'm also going to put you a link into these green screens as well, because if you're interested in that and you haven't got a green screen, rather than waiting till Tuesday next week when we do the green screen training, if you're interested, I'll drop the link in this week over into the group, the Ecamm Live Academy group. And if you want, you can get one ordered and it'll be ready and it'll be in. So Paul, have you got a green screen? Paul has got all the toys. What's the best way to go about PowerPoint presentations, by the way, says Lloyd. Good question. If it doesn't need to be dynamic like a PowerPoint and have transitions and things, then what I'm doing here, and I've got one brought in already, is I just bring in a scene like this. I've converted a PowerPoint presentation. I've exported it as PDFs. And as you can see, I've got these slides on here. And what I was just showing is that when I'm green screen, then I can transparently sit down here in the corner and talk you through the presentation while I'm going through these slides. So these are all PowerPoint slides that are all set up. I'm going backwards through. That's the first one you're going to see. Someone's just joined. I've just had a notification on PayPal. Fantastic. Yeah, so this is how I would do a presentation like this, is just to run through it as, it's very easy to just click. I got it in my screen in front of me, and I'm going to be sharing my screen as we work through so you can see this. But this is actually why I did think, do I need to make a course? Can we just do this on lives and I record them and I send them to you? But what I've done in the videos, when you see them inside the Academy, is when I'm at a bit like this where I need to show you that button, I've zoomed right in on it and you can see it clearly. And similar to the videos that I did over on my playlist, the how-to videos. So that's really why I've created it as a course first, and then it's supported by the lives, if that makes sense. So we lose the green. Paul does have a green screen. Is it a lovely pop-up one like that though? So sorry, let me just jump back a minute. In fact, let me come back over to the one where I'm sharing my phone, because then you can see what I'm looking at with the comments. Lower thirds, do you call them that in Ecamm? Yeah, so lower thirds would be these, Paul, yeah? The graphics that you've got coming up along the bottom. There is a way, and I did look at this, but I hesitated and I haven't actually included it in this training unless I need to. There is a way using the apps of bringing in this a bit of tool. I shared it, I think, over into the group the other day. Just showing you this software where you can have these very kind of, news style popping in and out graphics along the bottom. I looked at it. I'm talking with the guys at Ecamm about it, actually. Just, would I recommend it? Do I think this is a good feature or not? And I just think it's, for what it does, it's another thing you've got to have open and to be working off scene. I'm trying to pull all this in so that it's here in the scenes, and it just works really nice. I'm cutting between these now, and I'm not having to suddenly go, oh, where's that screen share and where's that lower third, or because I've got a scene set up for each of these, and it just works. Contest. Sorry, I've read that one. Paul wants to have the most appropriate name. He's just changed his name to Ecam Mug. Oh, Paul. All we got to do, mate, is get involved and support, and let's see if we can't get you there. But not a cool roll-up one. No, I didn't think your green screen would be that cool. They're about, I think, what have I just paid? £135, I think. And it's about the same in dollars, frustratingly, if not less. So maybe there's an excuse to go and have a holiday in the States and bring it back. Although that'd be quite big to get in your suitcase. But I will put that link. I'll make a note of that before I forget. I'm just about to shoot off now then and let you go. It's, is it really 10 o'clock? Paul, why aren't you in bed, mate? I would be. That's why my alarm's been going off telling me to go to bed. This has been really good. And actually, interestingly, so I am at the minute restreaming out to my Facebook page and to YouTube. And sometimes when I go live, it's all happened on YouTube and all the chat has been coming in from there. Jasper's the only person who came on from YouTube tonight. A few of you from the Facebook, from my Facebook page, but largely most of you are on here. Out of 13 people that are on, 11 of you are over in the Ecamm community group, which I guess makes sense because you're the guys with Ecamm. You're very welcome, Mona. Maybe I am in bed. Yes. Okay. So I had the option actually, Paul, when you popped up on my phone here, it said, pull him into the live. Would that make your camera suddenly kick in and startle you? Who would be the most startled? Brigitte, you're an hour ahead. Yikes, you are hardcore over there. Whereabouts are you then, Brigitte? Somebody else was on from Greece earlier. Steve McGuinness is on from YouTube. Hi, Steve. Fantastic. Well, there you go, guys. This is Steve. You've just joined me. There's a few of you just joining as I'm just wrapping this up. This is Ecamm Live. If you're on a Mac and you do live streaming or you're doing any kind of video work that maybe you'd consider this. Oh wow, Bridgetti's in Cape Town. You did say that earlier. Sorry. This is a powerful bit of software, and next week I'm doing a live training on it. You will get a course that is over here that I'm going to run you through. There are 33 videos in total, taking you all the way through this from the different levels. Oh, look, we haven't got images made for those. Taking you right the way through this, doing all that branding, coming up with your scenes, working your way through it. Yeah, this is really, really powerful. There's nothing really that we haven't touched. I've kind of gone into every corner of Ecamm Live and tried to work out what's in there that we need to use. Restream, so we're going, if you haven't realized, I'm at the minute going live to YouTube, to Facebook, and into the community group of Ecamm as well. A virtual webcam lets me take all this and use it over in Zoom, which if you're a Canon DSLR user is a massive deal to be able to do this. Brigitte, you're very welcome. Hopefully you've signed up. Yeah, Ecamm Network is amazing. These guys, I absolutely love partnering with them and doing this. You know, I haven't done it before, and I can't think of anybody that I would rather be working with like this. So yeah, there you go, guys. Before I go, just finally to say one last time then. So the Ecamm Live Academy is the training that I'm running next week. You've got all this online course, that's all there already, but it's hidden, and I'm just going to drip it out day by day to you, challenging you, so we really can start from basics. That was my purpose with this right from the start, was to go, somebody looking at it for the first time, what do I do? So literally on day one, the second video is unpacking this, and it literally is, right, you've just downloaded it, now what do you do? Unboxing it, and then finding your way around, then actually going live. So yeah, all of this cool stuff right from that, then we keep adding to it. But I'm doing things on day one. Don't think that, well, if you know all that stuff already. The branding that I'm doing at the bottom of the screen here, we talk about on day one. You know, bringing this stuff in, doing your logos. I'm going to set you off with a challenge to see who can come up with the best branding. Just get you thinking about it and really going into this. And then you also, I'm starting you off. I want you to lay out some scenes and really think through how you can use scenes to make your life easier when you do lives. So right from day one, even if you've unboxed it and you're used to using it, you're going to find real value in this. And then it's just going to keep building, doing interviews. By day 3, you're going to have a chance to interview me or other guys in the group. I'm really going to encourage you to try and interview each other, just so you can get the chance of being both sides of it. And yeah, it's going to be an amazing time. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to bed now. It's gone 10 o'clock. Brigitte, you need to go to bed as well. And the rest of you guys. So thank you ever so much. If you're watching this in the replay and you managed to get this far through it, well done. Maybe you deserve the mug. And yeah, please just any comments in here. I'll check on it in the morning. I'll jump straight into it, and would love to help you. Would love to work with you inside this academy. And yeah, we'll see you next week. All right. Good night, guys.